This is a special edition of Wine Watch TV with All-Star Baseball legend Jeff Conine. And Jeff was a Marlin player for both Marlin teams and won the World Series. And I have to admit, Jeff, I don't know that much about baseball, so I don't know.
Okay.
I may have only watched you play a couple times, probably in the World Series. But I don't even know how many home runs you hit in your career. How many home runs?
214.
214? Is that a lot for a Major League Baseball player?
I think I'm in probably the top 250 of all time.
Okay, RBIs.
Which isn't bad. I mean,
that's important too.
1,072 RBIs.
1,072. Wow. Well, you know, when I first met you, I was impressed not only with your interest in wine, but when I found out about your charity that you work that you do here in the community. Because you know, after your baseball career, that's the thing that people are eventually going to remember you for. I think. And the Conine Clubhouse has been around for, well, with your name on it for over 10 years now.
Conine Clubhouse was built in 1997, and we only had 11 rooms back then, but the demand was so high that we decided to expand, and now there's 23 rooms at the clubhouse. And unfortunately, but fortunately, it's pretty much full all the time. 700 families usually get housed there during the course of the year. I get people come up to me all the time telling me how important it was to them to be close to their child as they're being treated in the hospital. You're right next door. And that makes it all worthwhile. And it's basically like a Ronald McDonald House, a place that the families can stay while their children are being treated at the Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital. And you know, it's been an invaluable resource. I even had to use it myself. One of our sons was born premature by 3 months. When we got him home, he contracted a virus, and we had to go back into the hospital there, and we stayed there for 8 days. You know, like you said earlier, you know, baseball player is what you do, but I think you're remembered for what you do for the community. And I've been fortunate to be put in a position as a professional athlete to give back and do some great things.
And how many people have stayed in the Conine house?
Well, right now we cycle through about 700 families a year. 23 rooms, all suites, all with their own bathrooms. You know, we get sometimes large families that come in that need to stay in a bigger space. So we've got suites that will accommodate them. And you know, right across the street, this brand new, beautiful children's hospital. They're right next to each other.
That's all paid for through the work of Jeff Conine.
All paid for through the foundation and the events that we do to raise money, and basically every single dollar that is spent Saturday night, the 9th, March 9th, will be put toward a family staying at the Conine Clubhouse.
You know, the other thing is you're just a regular guy. It's fun to just hang out and drink wine with you, which you, our wine-drinking people, can do a week from Saturday night. We're going to have a special event here at the Wine Watch to benefit. You know, even though Jeff does a couple of events a year to help pay for this, we're still a couple $1,000 short at the end of the year. So we're going to plan a couple of events with food and wine, Jeff's new love after baseball. And we've got a special twist to this one. It's $1,000 a person, but our wine collectors, we know sometimes it's hard for you to pull money out of your wallet. I'm willing to take wine as payments. All you have to do is look on Wine Search, your collectible wines, $1,000 worth of your stock, and I will write the check to the Conine Clubhouse. We've got a very special night planned and some great wines. We're not going to be drinking this Florida Marlins edition wine. We've got stuff like Krug in large format. And, you know, if you want to donate wines for this tasting, we will take whatever you want to give us. We do have one of Jeff's friends that's donated some cult wines from Napa Valley, Bryant family, Dalaval, La Jota, Dominus. So we're going to have some great stuff. I'm going to be pulling some stuff out of my cellar. And like I said, you know, you folks, if you want to donate, you just want to write a check. You can just pull your checkbook out and write a check. If you can't make it and you can relate to this cause, you've had a kid that was sick and you stayed with them in a hospital. People, you know, like I said, Jeff sees people all the time that thank him. One of you guys that stayed in the Conine house that want to donate. But it's going to be a fun night. In addition to having dinner, we're going to have several stations set up, what I like to call food and wine epiphany stations, where we're going to have some great food and wine pairings like sauternes and foie gras, which everybody knows of that one. But we're also going to do some stuff you may not have heard of, like raw oysters and sauternes, which is what they serve you in Bordeaux. If you go to Bordeaux for, they have a famous place called Aquachamp, and they have oysters, and that salty and that sweet combination is magical. So if you're not that familiar with food and wine, you may learn a little something here as well. Let's have a great time and support a great charity. Thanks very much for watching this special edition of Wine Watch TV. Thanks to our two-time world champion, Jeff Conine. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasone, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying, remember, always drink the good stuff first.
Strike three! You're out!